What's going on, everyone? Matt here. Well, after last episode, I did a few things. I built up a very quick little lava farm, which I've only gotten one bucket out of it because I don't have the iron to actually make a bunch of buckets. And then also the dripstone farm, which is going to take forever and a day to actually grow, but that's fine. Now, I added an extra layer onto this. I tried to record it, but ReplayMod screwed up. Somehow it just didn't want to work. Like, the recording worked, but I couldn't actually edit it in the interface, so I don't know. But it's working. I definitely want to go bigger because I want to combine this with an iron farm, and I want to have 4 of them. So just, 1, 2, 3 more, and then have iron farms on top. So the question really becomes, do I want to do like a very small breeder and then just to get stuff going, or do a 2-in-1 breeder that Impulse SV designed for the iron and breeding, which works great, but I'm a bit of an iron fiend, and I like to use the iron for trading with weaponsmiths and toolsmiths and stuff because it's just so nice to not have to worry about going farming for diamonds to get your stuff back if you die, which I tend to die a lot. So, I don't know. I know the breeder that I can build very easily, that I built many times, designed by Logical Geek Boy. And I think I'm going to go with that just because, well, I know it off the top of my head and there's less blocks. So I just need to pick a place to do it and then we can get started. But either way, I've got the cow crusher up to crushing potential, which is fabulous. And then that's pretty much it. I'm looking at probably making this area like my industrial type area, and then going back towards spawn, which is just about over that way, and setting more stuff up there, like more pretty builds and whatnot, just kind of keeping this as industrial, I guess. Oh yeah, and we got head drops. I killed a pig, and a sheep, and a zombie villager, and regular villager. So yeah, let me pick a place to get this building. Let me pick a place to get this building going, and we will get started. Alrighty, the build has begun. Oh, I found another cauldron in the house over there. Apparently there was 2 leather workers in the village, so I got lucky. Now I can at least have some sort of decent fuel, because, yeah, bamboo and charcoal only go so far. So, the design by Logical Geek Boy is pretty simple. It's a great design, because it works, for starters. But, let me just hop up here real quick. There we go. Boop, boop. Okay. So, you obviously have your farmer in the middle, doing his farmer thing. Will that work? Will that... I know you can waterlog stairs, but won't it, like, flood down? If I do it like I'm thinking? Does it flood? It doesn't. Okay, fabulous. Alright, so the idea is you have all of these set and ready. Now the reason why I have it up in the air so much, A, because, well, it's kind of what it calls for, but also because in my previous worlds and in my multiplayer world that I play on, I have it on the ground and I tend to get a lot of iron golems. Well, not a lot, but I get iron golem spawns. And it's really annoying. Really annoying. It's nice, like at first when you're, needing that extra bit of iron, it's great. But for the most part, it's just annoying. So that should be up high enough to where the golems won't spawn by the villagers. I hope. I really hope. But yeah, so essentially what happens, let's hop up here again. And the whole reason why I hopped down there was to get a hoe. So basically what happens is once I enclose it in the glass, the villagers, there's going to be one farmer and one just regular villager hanging out watching them work. But the farmer feeds them and they get, you know, all in the mood. And then from there, you're going to have an opening on whatever side you want to have it on. The opening leads with trapdoors on attached to this block and then a block over here, which then has beds. That's really cool. That's really cool. I don't know why, but the cow's just in this or whatever. But yeah, so you have the trapdoors, which then of course tricks the villager babies into thinking, ooh, I can run over there. They run over there and they end up, you know, not making it. They fall into a water canal, which takes them over into an area where they are in a 2 high area, but of course the babies are 1 high. So, or less than 1, I believe. And then from there, you've got, you know, the composter. So then when they grow up, they have a water source above them that picks them up, and then obviously they don't want to drown, so they end up floating to the top. So let me get 2, 3. Composter. There we go. All right. Now, just as a little side note, I've had trouble with this in the past when I built it underground, and I don't know why. In my Avatar series I currently have going, I've had it to where, for whatever reason, they just don't want to breed when I cover it with glass, even though I give it like an air block and all that stuff. So I don't know if like I'm just doing it wrong or something, but it's frustrating to say the least. That's not what I wanted. You jerk. Let me get this all in. And I think I'm gonna have the exit over here. I kind of want to have it over here. I don't know why, I just kind of do. Since I have my house right there. Well, let me get this built up real quick. Oh yeah, and I burned to death. I was adding in a lava source to here. I jumped in to grab the block that I broke, and I wasn't quite fast enough. I thought my regen would be good enough with having been at full hunches, and it wasn't. But I wasn't in any, I was just standing like right here, and I just kind of bleh. Okay. That's how it should look at this point. Really? I just want to break, oh, whatever. Alright, so we need trapdoors. You don't need that many. I'm just using them because I figure I'm going to use them for the piping in the future. So for now, let me grab 1 minute. There we go. I'll take you back though. And you. All right. So I decided just to have the exit over here because why not? I realize I'm not going to be, this isn't going to be like my permanent base anyway, so reason not to. All right, so let's get this all stacked because that way when the villagers do get up here, they can start with the baby making quite quickly. So the idea basically revolves around the babies wanting to jump on the beds. And so you give them the idea, hey, I can go over and jump on the bed. They can't, they fall in the water stream, and then the water source above them picks them up when they grow up. So it's quite nifty. And it takes very few blocks, which is fantastic. Alright. Let me grab more acacia, get some signs. That's what I need. I like the acacia logs. The acacia wood is something to be desired, in my opinion. Don't need that many. I think I only need about 3, but rather too much than not enough. Okay. So, let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. Which is a big maybe on that. Okay, it should be down here. Something like that. That looks right. Okay, let me get trapdoors. Now, you don't need to make all of this out of glass. I just don't want to have to worry about spawns. That's my only thing. I really don't. No nerds. Where's my building blocks? Fabulous. All right. So then from there, you really? I didn't make that. That just seems rude. Do. That should be there and there. Okay. Ba-da. Okay. Now, I need 4 beds. God, I hate using dirt. That's better. All right, let me get the 4 beds. Where'd I put the wool? Where'd I put the wool? Right here? There we are. It should be 12. By the way, how is everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing good. I'm hanging in there. Let me get the fletching table. Because I'm going to need it. And I'm going to need I need a lot of wood, that's for sure. Oh, and I found a geode. I'll take you down there after we do this. I was doing some mining down my little hole over there. And yeah, found a geode. That's a big plus. I can get a spyglass. Hey, there we go. Okay. So, hup. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so let's get the glass. Kills me every time you have to do that. All right. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to put them away like that. And you have a like that? I think that's right. Well, worst case, we'll find out. Okay. So that's done. All right. Now that you shouldn't need to do anything more with that. It's if I built it right. I have a feeling I probably built something wrong. All right. Now then, you need really. Yeah, so like that. Apparently, the heads need to be facing into that. Okay. I'm looking at pictures of what I have built in my other world. And apparently that's how it's supposed to go. Sure. We'll see if that works. Okay, so it's... Oop. 1, 2, okay, that's what it was. Yep, okay. So the rest of the video got corrupted and I wasn't able to actually show you the rest of the video, sadly. I lost the video, kept the audio, but I wanted to actually show you. So here's how the breeder actually works. You have the two villagers in the carrot farm. They breed, the villager comes down into the water chute, goes over the edge. As they grow up, the villager's head gets caught into the water, and as it gets caught into the water, they force themselves up and out, and they go over and into the chute, down to the right, near that little four square of stone blocks. I still don't know why it lost the video, but I will see you in the next video. And, you know, all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe if you did enjoy, much appreciated. Do take care of yourself. Toodles!